Call to order our meeting for the Committee for Anti-Racism and Equity. I will start by reading the land acknowledgement. After a brief pause. Metro Arts stands and holds space on the unceded and sovereign lands of the Cherokee East, Yuchi, and Shawnee peoples who have stewarded it for generations. Every community owes its existence and vitality to generations from around the world who contributed their energy to making the history that led to this moment. Some were brought here against their will, some were drawn to leave their distant homes in the hope of a better life, and some have lived on this land for more generations than can be counted. We acknowledge we are all standing on ancestral lands, and we honor the thousands of enslaved African peoples whose lives were physically and spiritually stolen. We pay respects to elders past and present. Metro Arts invites you to join our commitment to knowing our Native communities in more meaningful ways in alignment with our restorative arts practice. Thank you. I guess at this time I would go towards public comment. I don't think we have any public comments for this meeting, and no one is in attendance for public comment. So thank you. Moving on, we unfortunately do not have a quorum for today's meeting due to some unforeseen circumstances. We're only 3 of us on the CARE committee are here today, and therefore we're not able to make any decisions on action items or have any deliberation on the committee's business. So unfortunately, today's agenda we will not get to completely, and we'll kind of pick up where we left off next week. I will pass it over to Josiah, and he can update us on some of the CARE things from the staff side. So if those of you who are tuning in, I'm sorry, but we are not able to really deliberate on these action items today, but we'll continue to work on them in between meetings. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Hardin. So again, apologies that that the attendance is such due to unforeseen circumstances that we aren't able to carry on business today, or that the CARE committee isn't able to carry on business today. But we do appreciate your presence, and to any community members tuning in. What we have been informed that we can do is at least let you know what's on the agenda without deliberating it or getting into any decision-making business. So the first priority, as you all are well aware, you've been working diligently and really thoughtfully on definitions of equity that could be adopted within the guidelines and be used in the business that CARE does carry on. What we have set are a couple of definitions based on all of your feedback on the past few meetings that we want to present to you to vote on. So ideally, that will happen in the next meeting with a full with a quorum, the necessary number of members present. We've also been in discussion, of course, of language concerning defining anti-racism, and what staff has discussed with Commissioner Hardin, and also in light of our at-large discussions, or the committee's at-large discussions, is trying to do work and consulting with legal to find out what language we have at our disposal, what we can use, and then from that creating drafting options, also similar to the equity definitions that we can present to you all to vote on. Following that, the guidelines, which are all of the nuts and bolts of the way that CARE operates, we wanted to present that to you in sections, and then based on that, prioritize what sections over the next meeting or meetings that we have for the remainder of the year what do we want to what do you want to work on? Like, how do you want to divvy up the sections to make decisions, make changes and edits as necessary? So what we'll do is summarize this plan for you and this more specified agenda for you in a way that we can email it to you in the near future, hopefully within the next week or so, as we'll figure out what your schedules will allow for the next meeting, ideally in October. And then we'll welcome any feedback or thoughts also that we can invite you to deliberate in the next in-person meeting where we have the proper number of people and can move forward to for you to do the business of care.
Thank you, Josiah. That was good. I can't say too much, but I guess I should adjourn now. Well, thank you all for your time, and Lydia, Camille, thank you all, Tessa, for being here. Even though we're not able to have our full meeting, I appreciate y'all coming out. Yeah, so thank you all again, and with that being said, I will adjourn the meeting. Thanks.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.